Right, hi again, Year 6. So we are up to the guided session for Tuesday's lesson. So slightly different task, which did actually used to be an anchor task, as you might tell, because I've left the supporting hands and the challenging. So we have got a receipt here. A surfboard costs £80. A kayak costs something, we don't know. The total is £230. Can we work out what the kayak costs? Okay, so we've got 80, add some unknown amount equals 230. Now, this K for kayak, again, hopefully you can see what I've done there, is actually a specific value, which is why this is an equation, not an expression. I've got to be able to work out what K is. So I've done you a little bar model to try and help you. 230 is the total amount. £80 we know is the surfboard. We need to work out what K is. So hopefully you have figured out what calculation you need to do to work out what K is. Okay? If you haven't, please switch on your brain, look at the bar model, and work out how you're going to work out the missing amount here. Okay? I am going to show you the answer now. Please make sure that you've had a go. So this is an equation I've just said, not an expression. K is a specific but unknown value. It can only be one amount because we've got an answer, we've got a total here. It's just a missing number problem. So all we need to do is find the difference. So to find the difference, we subtract. So we're doing 230, take away 80 is 150. Whatever way you might have worked that out, okay? You might have used a column subtraction. You might have counted up from 80 to 230, which is what this is. Is there more than one way of working out what K is equal to? Well, you've got to do 230 take away 80, but there's more than one way of getting to that answer. So you could do it mentally, you could count up, you could subtract mentally, you could do a column subtraction if you really needed to. Okay, so there's a few different ways of going about it. But either way, K will end up being 150. Okay, so that is using an equation, that's using a bit of algebra, but it's all just a missing number problem. Okay, right, let's have a look at the next one. So we are going to find out the mystery weight. We do not know what this X is. This X just stands for an unknown amount. Okay? We are going to balance our equation. This is your balance scale. So essentially, I'm going to put a ginormous equals sign in. These, I can't really see it on the grey. These two sides are equal, okay? So we are going to remove the boxes until only X is left on the left. That made sense when I wrote it. So hopefully you can see we've got a selection of weights on either side. So I'm just going to start by taking off 10 kilograms from each side. In fact, we'll just chuck them right out the way over here. They're gone. And I can do the same again because I've got two more lots there and there. So I'm taking the same amount away from each side. So it still balances out. Another 10 from that side and another 10 from that side, okay? So now we've got still some extra weights. I'm just moving these down because it looks better. There's no particular reason why. We've still got some weights over here, and we're trying to get down to just X on the left. So whatever we do to one side, we've got to do to the other. So if I take 2 away from here, I've got to take 2 away from here. If I take 2 away from here, I need to take 2 away from there. We're balancing the scales each time, balancing the sides of the equation. If I take 2 away from this one, I've got to take 2 away from this one. Now, we've now got down to X. So we can now work out what X is equal to, well, so x has got to be equal to 246. X is equal to 6. Oh, I don't know why that moved there. To 6 kilograms. Okay, hopefully you can see that. X is equal to 6 kilograms. And all I did was take away the same weight from both sides at the same time. Okay, so we've balanced the equation so you can see visually what we're doing. Okay, next one. Right, before I reveal anything to you, can you have a go at writing down what equation you think is represented on our balance? So what do you think is equal to what? Okay, you don't need to do any calculations, you don't need to do any taking away, just literally say what you can see on the screen. So what's on this side of the balance, what's on this side of the balance? Okay, hopefully you've had a chance to have a go. So we've got 600 on one side, and on the other side we've got 3A. And just another reminder, that means 3 lots of A, or 3 times A. Okay, now we can do this next bit. So it says, what is A? Oh, so we can work out our balance again. So I've got 600 over here, and I need to divide it into 3 equal parts. So essentially I'm doing 600 divided by 3. Okay, now I know that 6 divided by 3 is 2, so surely 600 divided by 3 is 200. I'll just show you over here that that does work. Trying to figure out where I can put these. So we'll put 2 over here with 1 lot of A. We'll put 2 up here. Just trying to get them away from the balance so you can see them not on the balance. With 1 lot of A, which is perfect. So that leaves us on the balance 200 is equal to A. Okay, hopefully you can see that over here as well. 200 and A, 200 and A. So we just did 600 divided by 3, and that gave us the amount for A. Okay, this is the last bit before intelligent practice. So we've got a couple of bar models now. Sorry. So we've got T add 6 is equal to 24. You need to try and work out what T is. So we're solving a one-step equation. So essentially, you need to balance out the equation. So there's 6 on this side of the equation. If you take off 6 from this side, I'll just grab my pen. We'll keep in balance. So if we take off 6 from that side, we end up with just T. And you have to take off 6 from this side. So 24 take away 6 would be 18. Hopefully you can see on here, if we do 24, take away the 6, that leaves us with T. So I'll just prove, hopefully, that I am correct. There we go. Okay, so T is 18. We'll just pop it up here as well so you can see. 18 add 6 is 24. All right, this one, we've got a multiplication one. So 24 equals 6m. So that means 6 times by m, or 6 lots of m, which hopefully you can see here. So 6 lots of m is 24. How are we just going to work 1 lot of m out, one of our little squares here? Well, we need to divide. You can surely see, year 6, that 24 has been divided into 6 equal parts. So if we do 24 divided by 6, we'll end up with m being 4. So 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, or 4 times 6, which is 24. Right, intelligent practice is next, so I should do you another shorter video just to explain your tasks to you. See you in a moment.